Hi everyone, this is Mama Ivy doing another book report today on another one of Mary Summer Rain's books called Mountains, Meadows, and Moonbeams, a child's spiritual reader. That's the cover. Again, found it at the library. Figured, oh, well, I could look through this and maybe get some ideas of how to teach my little one when he's ready. Not so much. Out of 5, I'd probably give it a 2.5. It's riddled, as you can see from my little tags, riddled with what I consider crap. Let's see. There's some things in here that it teaches children, which... Sorry, I'm standing, guys. I'm actually in the kitchen because I need to charge the laptop. Talking about, let's see, moving things with your mind and talking about parapsychology. Now, this is supposed to be written for children. It is written, the language, the way she talks in this book, it sounds like she's talking to a very young audience, yet she's talking about parapsychology and things like that. And it's just like, why are you talking about these things to such a small audience? When she talks about spirits, she talks about how we're all spirits. If you can hear my little ones freaking out. Talks about how how before we become babies, we're spirit. And how we can sometimes see, when we become human, that we can see other spirits. And she talks about how none of these other spirits can hurt us. She is not teaching any form of caution. Unfortunately, there are bad spirits out there, and we need to be able to protect against them, and she's not even teaching any form of caution to these young children. And that's the kind of things that drive me nuts in this book. Like, she talks about all the positive. We have to teach our kids some form of caution. It's kind of like stranger danger. How we're teaching our kids, there are some strangers that are good and some strangers that are bad. You have to be able to see who's good and who's bad and make the right decision. You can't just be like, oh, it's a spirit, okay, because there are bad spirits and they can hurt us. And that's why we need to protect against them. I understand that this is towards small children, or at least it sounds like it's written, the tone of the book is written in that way, like it's towards small children. So I'm assuming that's who it's for. It just doesn't make sense to me that she doesn't at least caution children, because this book, it's a child's spiritual reader, so you're meant to give this book to your child. And I mean, as parents, yes, it is also our responsibility to explain certain things, but if you're giving this book to your child, expecting them to learn and grow from it, it seems like she would add at least some form of cautionary, something to caution children. Because a lot of kids, unfortunately, especially in this day and age, don't listen to their parents anyway. So if they're going to read a book, They're going to go with what the book says before they listen to their parents. A lot of them. So that's why I give this book such a low rating. Is because there's so much in here that she should be cautioning children about, but instead she's saying, "Go ahead, go do it, have fun. Everything's rainbows and butterflies and unicorn farts," and it's not. So that is my review on Mountains, Meadows, and Moonbeams by Mary Summerrain. I would suggest maybe getting it to read it over and maybe getting ideas of what to teach your kids about so that you can teach them maybe the correct thing, or at least give them caution, teach them caution as far as spirits and other things. So it's not horrible, but I wouldn't just hand it to your kid and say, "Here, this is your guide," because it's not a very good one. So that is my book review. I hope you all have a good day and bright blessings.